Hi, my name is Amaneesh Kaur and I'm the founder of SOP-Edits Overseas. Today I'm in front of you for a very special episode. I'm absolutely thrilled to have with us someone who's made all of us incredibly proud. She's one of our brilliant students who's not just received an admission in Deakin University, Australia, but has also been awarded 100% scholarship, which is the Vice Chancellor Scholarship for Deakin University. It is a moment of celebration, inspiration, and reflection. And we wanted to bring her story directly in front of you. In this episode, we are going to discuss about how she made it possible till here and what her journey looked like. So without any further ado, please join me in welcoming our star student, Muskan Jubbal. Hi Muskan, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good as well. Welcome here, and we are really excited to have you with us. Before we begin our podcast, can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Okay. First of all, thank you for having me here. As you already know, I'm Muskan Jubbal. I'm a professional car racer, and I'm a student from Shivnadar School, Faridabad. But I was earlier in the Gurgaon branch. My passion started when I was young, and to study abroad, especially, it started probably when I was in sixth or seventh grade. I realized the importance of having the global exposure and to understand the global perspectives and having the experiences to not just grow as a person but develop. So, looking back at it now, since I'm a sports person, I've looked all that India has to offer, and for me to get to another stage in life, I have to get the global experience.
Wow, that is wonderful. So you mentioned that you were a car racer, right? Can you please tell us something about that?
Okay, so I started when I was 9 years old, and since then, I have been participating in karting championships nationally, internationally, and recently I represented India in Kazakhstan and became the first female to get back a podium for them in the solo category.
Wow, that is wonderful, Muskan. Let's talk about your admissions in universities abroad. So, did you apply to only Deakin University or any other?
Well, for Australia, I applied to Griffith as well, and I did get accepted. But I also applied to places in UK and Dubai, where I also got the admission.
Great. Did you apply to any colleges in India or were you always clear that you want to go abroad for your higher studies?
Well, I was stuck on going to a university abroad, but just to make sure my heart was in the right place, I did research about some reputed Indian institutions, but the pros weighed out the cons, and I just had to go for abroad.
And why Australia and not any other country, Muskan?
While shortlisting the countries I wanted to apply to, my three main agendas was to look at safety, the facilities available for motorsports, as well as the future prospects that would be available for me. So, looking at that, I did shortlist Australia. Being one of them, and motorsports is a big thing for me. And looking at what Australia has to offer as a whole, that really attracted me towards it. And Deakin, especially, they have the practical hands on experience and holistic approach, which I really appreciated.
Wow, that's great. So you mentioned that not just the academics and attracted you towards Deakin, but also the extracurricular activities that the university is making you part of.
Yeah.
And there representing India on an international podium is going to be something which will be a great opportunity for you, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about scholarship. You mentioned that you received 100% scholarship. That is a moment of celebration for sure, right? How did you find about this scholarship?
Well, while going through the university page while I was researching about it, I did come across it, but I never thought I could be one of the people who would actually be getting it or getting awarded it. So it was quite an honor.
Wow, great. So, what was the application process like for the scholarship?
Well, it was quite a tedious process, not gonna lie, but SOP edits made it quite easy for me. They were like, okay, you need to make a testimonial video, you need to make a cover letter, CV, resume, write a personal statement, vision statement, answer few questions, and then give the interview and make a pitch in a deck as well. But overall, it was a lot easier for me because I had your team by my side, always supporting me every second through every challenge I had to go through. And it never really felt like a challenge because it was that easy.
Great, great to know. And we are really honored to have you like that with us. And I also remember the time your scholarship deadlines were about to approach. You were in Kazakhstan, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Can you please tell us about that?
So when I received the scholarship, I was quite relieved because before 2 days before that, I was in Kazakhstan representing India, right? And they told me, you have to make a video, you have to make a pitch, and you have to make a deck. I'm like, all I have is my phone. I contacted my friends and I had to tell them, Ki, you need to help me make the pitch and you need to help me make a presentation. One was in India and one was in US. So
Wow.
through FaceTime, we got through it together. We made the presentation. And when I really got to the scholarship, all I felt was relief
Wow.
and a moment of proud because my mom and I got really emotional.
Wow.
So,
Of course.
yeah.
So, were there specific documents, essays, or interviews involved, as you mentioned? Can you just list them down for us?
Well, for the scholarship itself, you had to submit a video testimonial, you had to have a cover letter, a resume, as well as submit your certificates of achievement, your academic documents, and your letter of recommendations.
Okay, so there is a list of things which the student needs to be prepared with, right?
Yes.
And would you recommend all the students to start early with profile building, because the concept of profile building I see is very new with a lot of high schoolers? But you being, I see the pioneer in this, and you've been doing this since grade 9, and when you got associated with this, we also pushed you towards other facets of profile building. So would you like to advise the high schoolers to start as early as possible, or do you think it is fine if they start in their 12th standard as well?
Well, it's never too late as long as you're doing it. But at the same time, it's better to start early because that gives you the confidence and the momentum to keep going. And once you start doing something, you get good at it, right? So I would suggest you start early, get the experience, understand how the things work, and then when the time actually comes, you won't have to worry about anything. And I'm sure any student connecting with SOP edits, and my advisor, especially Love, he was really good at it, and it'll be just a breezy ride.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Can you tell us how you picked on SOP Edits Overseas as your consultant, or how you decided that you would want to get services from us?
Well, it actually all started when I went to SOP Edits with my brother. We went for him, not me, and he wanted to consult for the studies. And that time I was just in grade 9. So looking at the difference now and then, starting early does help a lot because I have been with SOP Edit since I was in grade 9, and now I'm going to be starting my university. So it does give you a lot of confidence and the momentum to understand what is happening. And once you get started with something, it makes it a lot easier for you to do, right? And any student associating with SOP edits, I'm sure they'll have just a breezy ride. It'll be a cakewalk. Especially their profile building services, they really helped a lot.
Okay, great. Thank you. At any point, did you feel this scholarship was not possible? Since it's 100% scholarship, it's a big thing to get it. What kept you going for it?
Well, to be honest, I never really knew it was possible because the deadlines had passed. The deadlines were specially opened up for me because I got a message from the recruiters saying your profile is eligible for it. So prepare this. And initially, I was handed over an unconditional offer with a 25% scholarship. So I was quite happy with it. But then looking at the possibility that I could get more, I really worked hard towards it. And your advisor, Love, he was at it because I was in Kazakhstan that time. No devices, no network, but still we got through it somehow.
It's always a team that works towards something,
Exactly.
right? Great. Now, how did SOP Edits Overseas support you in your journey? Can you let us know about it?
Well, the entire foundation was built by SOP Edits Overseas. Uh, couldn't have been here without them at all. And I'm not just saying this because you're sitting here, but it is because that is the truth. The way the team is active on it, on their feet the entire time. This is the deadline. You have to do this, you have to do that. Be prepared with these documents. to have everything on their fingertips and to support me and guide me along with that. It was really helpful because for a student like me who was busy doing other things like participating in motorsports or participating in extracurricular activities, I never really was on top of being aware of what my college applications are and where I'm at. So having a person who helps you out with all that and guides you is really helpful. For me, especially, it was a cakewalk because of the bond I have with you. You're so warm, so welcoming to people, and always ready to help out. It doesn't feel like a 6 to 10 job or a job at all, in fact. It's when I'm available and you're available to help each other out, to know where I'm going and for you to guide me. Okay, this is what's good for you, and this is another option. An example of that would be when you helped me out choosing my subjects for grade 11, because right when you're out of grade 10, you're just thrown with all this information. It just comes at you, and I was so confused because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So looking at my interests, you made a pathway and you helped me out with that. So I'm really grateful.
Thank you. So sometimes what happens is when a student is in their 10th standard, the influx of information is so overwhelming that they do not really know what kind of subjects to choose. And sometimes they are guided by their parents in the same old conventional way that they do not know and ignore the career Zen options which they have, like the new career generation options. That way, I think we coped up really well because I was there to make you understand that the right choice of subjects can be this, which can lead to a pathway. And here we are today.
The times are changing and we have to adapt to that.
Yeah. So let's talk about the emotional journey, because I'm sure since the scholarship has come out with a 100% waiver of fees, there's a lot attached to it in terms of family also. So what was your family's reaction? I'm sure I've seen your mom being a pivotal part in your life. She's always there in all the counseling sessions. I always request students to come with their parents because your parents can be the anchor to your ship, and your mom has always been that. So how did you feel when you received the scholarship confirmation, and how was your family's reaction?
As I said on the stage, when I got handed over the certificate, I just said one word, which was exhilarating. And afterwards, when I got off, there was a sense of relief. I was just calm. I was relaxed. I was happy. Like, I was satisfied.
Wow.
And that's all I needed, because when you've worked so hard, not only on your academics, but your career, your co-curricular activities, everything, and it finally gets credited to, you feel proud of yourself. And not just that, it's also because of the support you have, the people you surround yourself with, the people who support you, who encourage you.
Correct.
And for me, that was my family and friends.
Wow.
My mom and I saw her, she was almost tearing up.
Wow.
I just went and gave her a hug. And then suddenly all of the cameras turned towards us because it was being broadcasted by NDTV.
Yes.
But my dad's pretty relieved.
Wow.
Because he doesn't have to give the fees anymore.
I know.
And my brother is just like, मैं छुट्टी मनाने जा रहा हूँ.
So he can put that money to some use.
Yeah.
Great. So looking back, what does this scholarship mean to you? Because I remember when you got your first offer letter, it was 25% scholarship, and then we transitioned to 100%. So I'm sure the journey must have been nothing less than overwhelming. How would you describe that?
Well, it's not just financial support, but it's also a belief of the university in me, my journey, my hard work, my responsibilities.
Wow.
So to have that trust in me, to give me the path, ki, okay, you can do it. We believe in you. That means a lot. So that just encourages me to do better.
I would also like you to elaborate a bit on what kind of advice would you like to give future students, because as a counselor, what we see in the high schoolers today is that they are very laid back till the time 11th strikes them, or even for that matter, 12th. And when there is academic pressure during 12th, they are not very serious about their admissions, about their co-curriculars, or even about profile building and skill development. So what's that one piece of advice you would want to give the students who are dreaming to study abroad and get a very good scholarship as well?
It all starts early, right? Knowing people from my generation, we're quite young, and it's not necessary that you should know what you want to do in life. But don't be scared to explore. Once you explore, you'll understand things and you'll see where your passion lies, what you like, what you don't. So if you start early, maybe you'll realize, okay, maybe my interest is in fashion and not business, right? So you will never know until you explore. So I just suggest that don't be scared. Go for it, no matter how long it takes, but just start early.
Okay.
And I would just suggest consult SOP-Edits Overseas.
That's awesome. So when you say start early, which standard do you really recommend the students to start? 8th, 7th, 9th, 10th, 11th?
I think 9th is the sweet spot.
Okay.
Because till 8th, you're still growing, still developing, and you don't really know what you want to do in life. But 9th is where you actually start getting a hint of reality, where you have to go in life, because then the pressure hits you. Everyone around you is like, especially in India, अगले साल बोर्ड है पढ़ाई कर लो,
Correct.
अगले साल बोर्ड है पढ़ाई कर लो. You must have heard that so many times.
Of course.
And on a few students, it really hits. On a few, it doesn't. But I feel 9th grade would be the right stage to step into it, because you have time, you have the energy, you have the passion. So just get into it. And especially if you start from 9th, that's where your academic records get added on to, especially onto your college applications. So whenever you're looking at applying to colleges, they always ask for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So if you start from 9th onwards, it will really help you build your profile.
As counselors also, we get 4 years with the student. We understand that we can build their profile in the length and the breadth, and that way it becomes a very deep profile. And I feel that it's not just about admissions after 12th, it's also about the scholarship that they gain. So for that, profile building and skill development has become very, very important.
Yes.
Great. So now towards the end of the podcast, this is a quick fire option fun round, which we would want to have with you. You need to answer in one word, right?
Okay.
So one word to describe this journey.
Exhilarating.
Wow.
I love that word.
Great. So is it Melbourne or Sydney?
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Best stress buster during applications?
Sleep.
Wow.
I can only sleep because I know SOP-Edits Overseas team is behind me, backing me up.
Wow.
I was like, I can relax.
Great.
I don't need
You
to
will
stress
not
about
miss
it.
deadlines, and you will not miss anything significant, even if you know.
Exactly.
I get you there. I wish we had some kind of mentors at the time we were applying, because this really helps you and, kind of handholds you the times you are in some challenges. Mentor who made the biggest difference?
You.
Thank you.
Always.
That's so humbling to know. And what's in your suitcase already since you're
Air.
packing? Oh, wow. You done not started packing?
I haven't, because I told mom 2 days ago, like, I think I should start packing at least my winter clothes, because I should know ki, like kitni jagah hai, how to adjust and everything. She's like, you're stupid. You don't know. You don't need to start right now. You have time, because she's accepted it, but she's still in denial.
Oh, okay.
So I get it, but I've already started.
You've already.
She doesn't know.
She's in that emotional spot of you
Yeah.
going and not going and everything. But I think it's a month left now before you leave.
20 days.
20 days. Okay. Wonderful. It was an amazing episode and a session with you, Muskan. We were really excited from the start, and my excitement is still going on. I think I need to kind of have more people, more students like you on board to understand their ambitions and to let them and to be a part of their aspirational journey, because nothing more than that, trust me, nothing more than that gives us more happiness to know that any student of your caliber has been acknowledged by the university because they've been working so hard for their profile. So congratulations once again for the admission, for the scholarship, and for the person you are becoming. And we are proud of you. We were proud of you, and we will be proud of you for the entire stint of your life. And all the best for your journey ahead.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here and so appreciative of your support and guidance throughout. I just want to say SOP-Edits Overseas is not just there for consultancy for your career, it's family.
Wow. Thank you so much, Muskan.
Nothing would have been possible without you.
Thank you so much, Muskan. That means the world to us. Thank you.